Alright, it wouldn't be The Sims 4 if The Sims 4 wasn't trending on Twitter after release of a new DLC. What is up, guys? My name's Simian and my name is Yin. I play The Sims. Did you see what I did there? It's been a while since I covered some news and I thought today would be the perfect day to do this. Now, For Rent has a lot of controversy and people are even having trouble with not only that DLC but the Get Famous DLC as well. We're going to get into that a little bit later, but people are saying this pack is so broken, they're actually comparing it to My Wedding Stories. Now, that is kind of crazy because if y'all don't remember My Wedding Stories, that was one of the most controversial packs of all time, and it's definitely ranked up there with the top 5 most broken packs that have been released. Now, I would love to know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comments, and feel free to leave exactly what you guys are having trouble with and so that other people can relate. Now, before I do continue on with the sim news, I do want to mention that I am doing a giveaway where there will be 2 DLC winners for the new For Rent expansion pack. This giveaway has been extended till the 16th, where I'll announce 2 winners, 1 on each platform. For those who have already entered, you are already in the draw with a chance to win, so do not worry, and please go to the original tweet for entry. It is pinned on my Twitter. Now, because of the live stream and all of the controversy regarding the 9 lots, the Sims 4 Rent has been dealing with a lot of drama and controversies. People have taken to Twitter, taken to SimGurus, and people have stated a lot of different, just questions overall on exactly what is going on with the new Sims 4 Rent. Now, again, we are going to get into Simmers tweets in just a little bit, but I did want to mention that after the Sims 4 Rent released, a lot of people did notice that we got a patch update in which they didn't even talk about. We not only got new sinks, we've gotten movable windows when it comes down to city living, and people were like, oh my gosh, this is so great. But again, people started also comparing it to My Wedding Stories because of the lack of just overall glitchiness and bugginess of this entire pack. Upon release, the Sims Direct Communications actually had to take to Twitter to announce a statement because so many people were having trouble already downloading the 4 Rent. Now, that was already went downhill from there, but of course, if you go on there now, the EA Answers HQ, which is community manager EA Cade, actually tweeted out saying, we're all over this right now. If you're currently unable to install For Rent and purchase the pack through EA app or EA.com, please check your order history, and people are still having trouble being able to download. Now, with that being said, they also tweeted out stating that we are aware that several players were unable to download the Sims 4 For Rent on the EA app in particular, and they ended up continuing on to say, social simmers, if you're having any issues, please go to the Answers HQ. And I just can't stand the Answers HQ because sometimes I feel like they really don't be doing anything, but that's a conversation for another day. But unfortunately, it doesn't stop there. The Sims Direct actually tweeted out stating there has been wallpapers causing build mode lags, ridiculous high rent, free real estate cheat not working on residential units, and Sims constantly showering. Now, if you go on to all of these, they're actually listed, and a lot of people have been putting out their complaints. But guys, I'm just like, who is in charge of the quality control team when it comes down to releasing packs? Now, with that being said, we do know that people are having trouble if you do have the Get Famous pack where people are unable to see people actually on the community lots. The Sims team had to come out with a statement saying, we also noticed there's a workaround for any players with the Sims 4 Get Famous experiencing NPCs not showing up on community lots since the last update. As a temporary resolution, please check the opt out of fame setting in the game pack settings. Now, thanks to this twinner, the new Boo Simmer actually tweeted out, and we now have video footage of exactly what it looks like in game when a Sims, member actually goes to another community lot. And of course, unfortunately, there is nothing going on. Again, there is numerous tweets and of course over in the EA's Answers HQ where people are actually stating that they are still having so many bugs and glitches when it comes down to if you have the Get Famous pack. I do not know what the Get Famous pack has to do in correlation with the 4 Rent, so it just intrigues me to understand, is anybody doing, quality control? Is anybody testing with all the packs installed? I see this happening a lot, and it happened with Growing Together, it happened with Horse Ranch, it's happening with 4 Rent, it's happening with My Wedding Stories, it's happening with just so many numerous other packs that I feel like they only test with just the DLC in the base game itself, because whenever a DLC ends up being released, another pack is being affected by it. So I'm just curious to know, do they test with all the DLCs in mind? Because again, this is a continuous problem that's happened over and over, and I've noticed that there's just a trend going on with so many DLCs being released, and unfortunately there's just no resolution to this. Now, we are going to get into a couple of Simmers tweets and concerns, and if you guys are having the same issue, please leave them down below in the comments. comments. Now, someone tweeted, I noticed there are many inconsistencies with the rental residential lots and unit names. The lot name on the map view revert back to the original one. The unit names are not saved in the gallery and they don't appear correctly on the map view. Someone else said, can y'all not sell a beta test game and actually have a working game before selling it? It's so frustrating, and I completely agree because like I said, this happens time and time again. Someone said, if y'all could just release less than a year and actually give out quality content, that would be great, with all caps. And again, I'm going to have to agree on this tweet. These are bugs that y'all should have fixed before releasing the game. Some early access simmers reported these bugs and kept on saying that it's not the final software, but I guess it is because the pack is here and we got the same bugs reported a week ago by them. The Hinford Hen actually took to Twitter to state that the lag is so unbearable when trying to place down wallpapers, and they really hope that the Sims team actually fixes this as quick as possible. And here's exactly what it looks like in game with the amount of lag when trying to place down a wallpaper, regardless of what city you are actually in and for the Sims. Now again, this is something that has been so ongoing, and again, it's just very frustrating for not only players that actually spend their hard-earned money when getting this pack, but also it just goes to show that the Sims team has lacked quality control when it comes down to releasing packs. So far, the Sims team itself has not stated anything, and neither have any of the SimGurus. Now, I would love to know your opinions down below on why do you think they're all of a sudden staying silent, and I have my thoughts and opinions, but more on that towards the very end. I did notice that one SimGuru in particular had tweeted something back a couple of days ago, and that's SimGuru Nova, who said some personal highlights from today's Sims 4 patch notes. And as you guys can see on the tweet, it had a little bit of patch notes, but a user actually responded back, so you're already fixing 4 rent and it isn't released yet, okay, ... But SimGuru Nova actually tweeted back saying, we were lucky to get in a few last minute fixes for some pesky bugs. Was good timing. And I feel like this tweet aged so bad, because if they were fixing last minute bugs and it's actually stated by a SimGuru out on Twitter, like I said, I really do genuinely feel like the SimGurus do it to themselves. Like, they state these things and I'm just like, sometimes being quiet is probably the best solution before stating anything else, because when I tell you, the simmers will grab that tweet and run with it exactly like how I am, because you sat there and said fixing last minute bugs and you knew for a fact there was bugs in the game, and yet when people ended up downloading the 4 rent, there are still bugs. Who is in charge of the quality control team? Because I refuse to believe it's any of the SimGurus. I know there's a whole different department on it, but who are they? Where are they? I'm going to need someone to speak up and talk about these issues that's happening continuously over and over again. And it's very frustrating as an OG Simmer and also a consumer of the Sims franchises. I just feel like there's something that is just not being directly talked about inside the team meetings or just in general. I just feel like they're just taking the easy way out and just looking at us like all like money bags, because no matter what, we're still gonna buy it and we're gonna wait until they figure out the glitches. But then here's the problem that comes with that. Once they do see that we are having trouble with this pack and there's glitches and then there's bugs, they come out with another pack, and next thing you know, they're more focused on that pack than the previous one. I mean, we still have issues with so many other different packs, and again, as more DLCs continue on to grow, because the Sims team said it themselves that the Sims 4 has many more years to come, regardless of Project Renee still being in the works, and a lot of people are asking when it has to be released and no date has been set. But since they are already stating that Project Renee and the Sims 4 will coincide along with each other, that is a red flag within itself, because how are you guys supposed to manage a whole different Sims 4 franchise while also managing another franchise while also trying to fix this bug and glitches when the bug and glitches from the 4 years ago haven't been fixed? And I feel like it's going to be an overall pattern. Again, they're also trying to make Project Renee, multi-functional, being like where you can do also not only on PC, not only on Mac, not only on just console, but also being able to play it on mobile. How is that going to work out? What fixes are you guys going to do then? I mean, again, could be a reach, but and this is so far along. Maybe they're having a brand new engine where Project Renee would be completely different, but as of right now and what I'm seeing and the consistency that has been just shown to us over and over again, I feel like the Sims team has failed us not once, not twice, but multiple times. So I feel like the Sims 4 is definitely in a damn if they do, damn if they don't situation, because no matter what, Simmers are going to be angry because there is something that's still not fixed. I've said this before and I'll say it again. I would love if the Sims 4 actually just took, a breather and said, okay, you know what we're going to do this year? We're not going to release any DLC, and we're going to focus on every single bug and glitch that needs to be fixed. Now again, we do know that SimGuru Nick hasn't tweeted back since he's tweeted stating that, you know, there's multiple bugs that can cause lag, so it's not just us, it could be your computer. Right, okay, what about the people who play console? What about the people who are on Sims Mobile who are having the same issues where, again, there are just continuous bugs and glitches? Again, it just seems like they're worried about quantity over quality, and it's starting to show in their products. With that all being said, I would love to know your thoughts and opinions on what you guys feel about this entire topic. And again, are you planning on getting more DLC with the amount of current DLCs that are happening where, again, they are just full of bugs and glitches? With that all being said, don't forget to enter my giveaway. Again, all you have to do is be subscribed to my YouTube or following my Twitter. There'll be one picked on each platform, and this will be announced December 16th. Again, thank you guys so much for all the love. We are on the road to 30K, and if you guys did enjoy this video or learn something new, please give me a thumbs up because it truly does help out my channel. With that all being said, I will see you guys all in the next video, and it's going to be a fun one. And okay, I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye!